Good morning, friends. Uh-oh. What do we got here? Blank screen. Shoot blanks. Oh no. Aha. Did it. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you had a safe trading day. Today was wild. It just went up only. And that was it. So let's talk about it. So if you remember from last night's update, what I was looking for was a little touch of this green line here. And then target 1 for the week has been acquired. This daily candlestick opening here, trading down, just about touching the green line. Just about. Fell shy of it a little bit. And then ran up to target 1. So pretty cool. So that was from the weekly chart. So far, so good on side. Now, intraday, it was kind of annoying. So, midnight's right here. So that's midnight open. And then we have our London run on liquidity here. And that was the blow of the day. So personally, when price was ripping up, about 9:50, just about 10 a.m., I was mentioning to my private students, hey, I'm going to give her a shot. And it was actually being really ruthless in here. But I was looking for it to want to come down into this candlestick with no tail and this fair value gap here. And that's all I wanted. And then continue on the journey. I just wanted a little chunky poo. So I ended up taking a partial and running into my stop at my entry, and then I sat there and waited for the shift in market structure, and it just didn't want to materialize. When I ended up going for a drive, came back right about this candle here, and hilariously enough, it just sat and did nothing all afternoon. So if you were forcing it after, 11 a.m. is kind of the deadline. If I don't see, or if something happens already, or it's already gone, that's it. That's it. I'm done. I even gave it till about noon, 12:30 to see if it wanted to do the market structure shift. It actually went up again, didn't do the thing, just lazily kind of fell down a bit, and then ran into targets. So these kind of days are, when it keeps grinding higher and then chops out all afternoon and then just, lazily at the end of the day, boop. I don't like that. Personally, because it ripped right at 8:30 a.m. and 9:30 a.m., I love these pullbacks for the higher low and then the higher high in the trend. And it just didn't want to do it today. Bitcoin, on the other hand, Bitcoin was going down while NASDAQ was going up. So that was annoying. So it looks like we're going to get some pretty sweet movement throughout the week. So it was this guy right here. And this guy right here, closing below, coming up, getting short in there. And it was in my favor for the moment. And my students knew when I was in. And I was looking for 238.25, and it just binked one. It looked like it was going to come run me out, and then it left a double top. I collected one contract, and then it came back. This was wild. 10:30 a.m. just Darth Maul kind of lightsaber shooting star thingy, and then it just chopped out for the rest of that, what was supposed to be the dynamic pullback. But that's a pretty hot profile though. This is my favorite right here. It's just that the timing for when I like to trade is in here. So when London's already doing this, And actually, now that I think about it, I didn't realize this till I was stopped out of my trade that London lunch had done something dynamic. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, we'll see if lunchtime wants to do the thing. And then I said, bah. And went for a nice mountain drive. So, what do we do next? What's next? We got our 3 retarded soldiers. That's pretty cool. That's so awesome. That price point is right in this fair value gap. So I'm pretty happy with that. There is a gap there. So this swing high here and this one here getting taken out by price with a fair value gap, this screams bullish. Be prepared for a pullback. Okay, so now that this target's acquired, we can remove it. So tomorrow, one spot I'd be looking for a bottom is right here. We can come and rebalance this wick. It is permitted. We can come as far as 50% of this candle. If we leave another fair value gap in here, that would be ideal. So basically, what I'm looking for tomorrow morning is if London basically chops out and doesn't do that thing it did today, then even better. But tomorrow I'd be looking for a dip at, I believe, 8:30 a.m. And it can be 9:30. It can be both. And what I'm going to be very patient and looking for my model, just because we're up in the premium and we have taken a significant pool of liquidity. So I would anticipate that the breakout artists are getting really, really antsy. So it might want to come and railroad them. So I'm not going to be like, depending on how we open and what we do in London, if it flatlines and does nothing, and at 8:30 or 9:30, we're above this blue line, but dropping into it, I'm going to wait for my model and make sure that it's materializing. If it snaps through and runs to the 50% retracement of this candle, it's likely it could come for this wick. So it's okay. But basically, I would like to see it, if it does take previous day high, not do it too much. Because this is a big wide range, I would expect one of these smaller ranges. Okay? So it would be great if we did take the previous day's high on this candle opening, just dap it a little bit, and then maybe come and close a bearish candle. That would be so cool if we close a bearish candle in the middle of this pump. Oh my goodness. So remember, like, when we were looking for a fair value gap in this run up, we finally got one. We finally got one. So now we can take that low, bring equilibrium up to here, and after we run into this target, we can start aiming for $25,000 NASDAQ. That's crazy cool. Very cool. So for targets tomorrow, see that 24,332 even? I would like to see a top there and then trade down. So maybe London poke up there and then trade down. We can start running for here. We can. And I'm down with it because we know tis the season. So if we keep running really far, that's it. Otherwise, just a little poke above that and then trade down, close down here somewhere. So just be careful tomorrow. We got these rate cuts supposedly coming. Just don't overdo it and keep your risk. Always mind your risk on a daily basis and you will be consistent. God bless you guys. Thank you for joining and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.